Before we dive into today's topic, I want to mention we have a sponsor for this deep dive,
Oh, cool.
Podlooma.
I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah, and they're doing some pretty interesting things
Yeah.
in the podcasting world. And,
Yeah.
I think a lot of our listeners out there are
For sure.
probably familiar with Podlooma.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think what's really neat about them is they're tapping into this this thing that we all want, which is to, learn and
Yeah.
learn quickly and efficiently and have those.
Like those aha moments.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you're like, oh.
But not be drowning in like too much information.
It's got to be digestible.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're doing it in a really cool way.
Yeah, how so?
Well, essentially, they're a social podcast network, and what they allow you to do is turn basically anything into a podcast.
Really?
Yeah, so, we're talking like articles, videos, research papers,
Wow.
even like text messages, and it's like, boom, suddenly it's...
That's incredible. I mean, just the variety of content there.
I know, it's amazing.
You could transform.
Yeah.
It's pretty remarkable.
And really, I think what this speaks to is like this bigger, change in how we are, digesting information.
Totally.
Because, think about it. Like, how many times have we all just like skimmed a long article or like sat through a presentation, and it's like so much information, and you're just like...
And you're trying to pull out
Yeah.
the one or two.
Exactly.
Takeaway.
And so what they do is they take that and they inject it with life.
Yeah.
It's no longer like just static on a page. It's a conversation.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That's a really clever way to put it. It's
Yeah.
like breathing life into
Exactly.
the static content.
So I'm kind of curious, like, how does this all actually work?
Sure.
Like, what's the process of actually using Podlooma?
The process is pretty simple. The first thing you do is you create a show, and then from the show, you create an episode. And when you're creating an episode, you can actually choose to upload content
Okay.
from a variety of sources. So it could be, like you said, a news article or a YouTube video or even a PDF.
Gotcha.
And then you get to choose your AI hosts. And this is where it gets really fun.
Okay.
You can actually choose hosts based on their language
Wow.
and even the style of conversation.
So wait, you can actually like pick different AI hosts with different personalities.
Yes, exactly.
That's wild.
So you can have a casual chat or a formal debate all within the same platform.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So like, okay, let's say I'm trying to wrap my head around like a research paper,
Right.
like a really dense research paper on quantum computing or something like that.
Mhm.
Could I like pick a host that has like a background in physics and then have them like break it down in a way that like I could understand?
Yes, exactly. You can select a host with expertise in the subject matter.
That's so cool.
And then they can translate that complex information into a digestible conversation.
Wow. And so then like, how does that actually happen? Like, do I have to like wait a long time for it to process or what?
No, it actually happens really fast.
Yeah.
Podlooma generates this entire podcast conversation
Okay.
in a matter of seconds. And then from there, you can actually instantly publish it
Wow.
to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and even YouTube.
So, I mean,
It's crazy.
it's crazy. And like, it's so efficient.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, really democratizes podcast creation.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I feel like this is like such a game changer for like
Yeah.
people who want to create content,
Exactly.
but it also feels like it's a game changer for like how we learn.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Absolutely.
you're taking something that could be really boring and you're making it like exciting and interesting.
Exactly. And it's really tapping into a different way of learning, right?
Yeah.
It's less about passively absorbing information
Yeah.
and more about actively engaging in a conversation about it.
Yeah.
I feel like this really speaks to that learner persona that we talk about a lot.
Definitely.
It's like that.
It's efficient.
Yeah.
It provides depth.
And
It's just fun.
and fun. And that's what we always strive for.
That's the trifecta.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So it kind of makes you wonder, like, how could this change the way we like consume news or, revolutionize education?
Totally.
What could this do to the podcasting landscape as a whole?
Yeah, that's a really great question.
A lot of potential.
Definitely.
I'm excited to see
Yeah.
where it goes.
Well, big thanks to Podlooma for sponsoring this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, really cool stuff. And to our listeners out there, I would encourage you to check out their platform.
Yeah, for sure.
See what they're all about, and how it might be able to change the way you learn and share information, because it's really cool.
It's super cool. I've
Yeah.
been playing around with it a little bit, and
Yeah.
it's super impressive.
So cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.